Show you guys that I do own other sports shirts outside of Golden State Warrior shirts, but I do. It's an Andrew Luck shirt. Hopefully you don't hate him too. What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Swoosh Chains. That's right, back with another video. And I kind of dropped a hint, I think last week, that a third chain could be joining the family. Now, it's not going to be kind of as big as these. I think I went with something a little more chill, subtle. I could definitely get away with, I think, if I'm at like corporate events, but we'll have to see. It was pretty much like a pre-order, but you guys know once I get it in, I will let you know all of the details, who I got it from. Ironically, it actually is being made by a custom designer in Canada. I can't get away from Toronto Raptors, but as you can see, I'm in a little bit of mood. Then when it comes to the finals loss, and just so you know, I'm gonna break it to you. Shouldn't it be deceptive? By the time you see this, my hair is probably not gonna be like this anymore. It's going to be back straight because it's time for me to do this. It's time for me to tackle this, which I'm gonna be doing on Saturday the 15th because I don't work. So I will be tackling this here. It's just, yeah, it's about that time. But with this, so when I did the zero-based budget video, it actually was kind of a series that I had in mind, but my schedule got thrown off with finals, with life, I'm sorry. But it's kind of a series that I had in mind related to my budgeting ebook. Now, if you are not aware that, yeah, I got a free budgeting ebook, you can always request it. All the information is always in the description box, and all you have to do is email me with, you know, like, hey, ebook in the subject line, and just say, hey, I'd like a copy. I'll make sure that I provide you that copy. I try to get it out to you within the first 24 hours of you sending me that email, but understand, I'm lightning quick with that release. Like Clay, I can probably get it to you within 5 minutes or so. You can always refer back to different videos I do about my budgeting ebook, and people will tell you I get it up pretty quick. I try to be efficient. I try to be on the money. Related to that, I know everyone's not going to read it, but I want to be able to share some of it with you. More importantly, the fact that people will have different income ranges, and I think that's really important because people can see, like, hey, they can read about a budget, but then they may not know how to structure one for their own specific income. I know that it can be hard, especially if you're younger, you're just starting out, you're just making your first kind of real paycheck. Like, maybe you're not making like, you know, $8 an hour or something anymore, you're making just a little bit more, maybe you are making less. Doesn't matter. I think you still need to budget, and I want to be able to help you visually see that. Now, I gotta throw this disclaimer in here. Understand, my ebook is not law. It is not the financial Bible. There are so many financial books that you can read, especially about budgeting and money management. I mean, I think I've said before, I read like 14 to 17 different financial books, I think in 2017, before I actually started to write my own. I like to take in a lot of different perspective from other people. I just need to throw that out there. You don't have to follow this. These are percentages. It's based on an example in my book, because first off, like, if you read my book, you know that I actually talk about getting rid of a car payment, because sometimes a car payment takes up such a huge chunk of someone's income every single month that it makes it difficult to do anything else. It makes it difficult to save, to make extra debt payments, to treat yourself, to plan for gifts for people, maybe even to donate or give back to a cause, a church, whatever it may be. It makes it hard. I do talk about trying to get rid of your car payment. I know, once again, everybody's not going to be able to do that. You're not going to all fall into that realm or that category. That's perfectly fine. Don't flame me in the comments for it, okay? I get that it can't be you. Now, I want to show you guys, so I'm going to show you the example. I have printouts for my ebook here, so this is just the example. Even in my book, so I'm reading on this page, it's page 37, it says the oxymoron of set budgeting is that it is never set in stone because things change. They do change. Life changes. You gotta roll with it. You gotta update your budget. This household's budget could be updated anywhere from 5 to 10 times in a week, depending on the varied income of a bonus that comes every single month, figuring out what random expenses arise, because trust me, they always do sometimes. So it just depends. I mean, the fact that, like, let's just say it's heading into summer, so your gas bill goes down. I always overestimate what it'll be, so if it goes down a little bit more, I might get to treat myself to something. I did buy some new Stan socks, all right? Yeah, your girl needed a little pick-me-up, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, hopefully throw it up here. You guys can see it. So this is just for the example. Now the example is based on $2,500 a month net income. Always work with your net, not your gross. Okay, taxes, 401k, everything else can be taken out. Always work with your net. And it's going to actually visually show you a breakdown. Now the breakdown, it's based off percentages, okay? So just so you know. So like rent, for example, is based on 25% of your take-home pay. Groceries, right about like 12%. You gotta have toiletries, utilities in there, you know, gas to put in your vehicle. Just so you know, like it'll show 8%. Student loan payment, it's not uncommon for it to be 12% or more, but I just went ahead and factored in 12%. And then you see for the set part, which is always gonna be at that bottom, you know, you are able to save. Now the savings rate here is 4%, but just understand as you start to pay down debt, when you don't have those minimum payments anymore, you can then bump up the minimum that you're saving every single month. Bump that up to 5-10%. We always wanna save more. And then make an extra debt payment. So, you know, try to strive. I did in this example for 8%. And then donate, gifting. They're still treating yourself in there, just so I'm not, you know, you guys think I'm lying. Treat yourself. And then finally, when you balance it all out, it's 0%, or remember, $0, because this is a $0 based budget. So that's the example in the book. But what I'm talking about right now for this specific video is if you bring home $1,600 a month, because you may think to yourself, listen, chick, $2,500 a month doesn't help me when I'm only making $1,600. I get it. I got you. Just calm down. I got you. Okay. So we're gonna go on a lower income. Okay. So if you have a lower gross salary, let's say of $25,600 is what I factored into here. So the lower pay means you're taking home about $1,600 a month. Rent is still based on 25% recommended. It's recommended you should never go over 25. A stretch can be 30. If you have a really good hold on the rest of your finances, I would say a stretch could be 30, but we're just sticking to 25. Again, this is not set in stone. We're sticking to 25 for the example of the ebook. So if it's $1,600 a month, that means $400 a month would go towards rent. Now again, that's not a lot, okay? Depending on where you are going to be renting a room somewhere. You may have multiple roommates. You may be in what's considered like some shared student housing, because this could definitely be a student's income. It could be some shared student housing. I know we have apartment set up around here that's meant for students where maybe 4 of them live in one bigger apartment, but it's they all individually pay their own rent, so maybe $400, you know, they stay in this room. You get the point? Okay. 425% of your $1,600 that you take home, $192 for groceries. You don't need to be eating extravagant steak and all that, okay? You need to get your income up first. You gotta account for utilities in this example, so you can see $128. You gotta pay for internet, have a cell phone, put gas in your car. You still need to have a car maintenance sinking fund. Your car is gonna break down sometime. You need to make sure you can take care of it. And then finally, sorry, I'm saying I'm a lot. The student loan payment, $192, because a lot of times you can do income-based budget, but it's still based on a percent right now. Just get that, it is based on a percent. So it's $192. That leaves you $272. That $272 is what the set part of budgeting comes from. So from here, from that $272, we're still gonna save, we're still gonna make an extra debt payment, and we're still gonna treat ourselves. It won't be as nice as, say, $2,500 a month income, but we're still gonna take care of it. So savings, you're still gonna save $64 a month, because if something comes up, guess what? You got something there to hold you over. Extra debt payment, $128. We're trying to pay this student loan down, so you're almost making a double payment every single month. I think that's important to be able to take into account. You're still going to donate. You're still going to set some money aside to gift. You don't have to give extravagant gifts, but set aside $16 a month. So if someone's birthday comes up, mom or dad, let's say it's 4 months from now, okay, well, you got $64 sitting there. You can treat them to something, you know. Finally, you can treat yourself $48 a month. Again, it's not going to be a lot. You may have to save for 3 months to be able to pick up a pair of kicks. It is what it is, but you just have to be mindful of it. Now, I think I paid like 40-some bucks for these, and you guys have seen these in other videos. Hey, I would be able on that income to buy myself some shoes. It'd be a lot of Vans every single, you know, once a month, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And again, you can see that it does go down to $0. Every single dollar is accounted for. I just hope this is an example to show you what I mean by going down to a $0 based budget, the different thresholds that you can go to in terms of percentages. Now understand, I am going to do a video, what if your income is even higher than, let's say, the $2,500? We'll go up to a $3,500 a month income just to give you a look. It is in the ebook, just so you know, like I'm not joking. It's literally, it's in the ebook, okay? So, I really hope this helps some people out. I don't know if a lot of you, like over 3,200 of you are subscribed to the channel. I understand that not all of you are going to reach out for a budgeting ebook, but some of you have. I hope that it's helped you. You've given me positive feedback, and that's what I care about. I care about being able to help you so that you can do more things, be more financially secure, more stable. That's what I'm bringing to this space here, and hopefully you guys appreciate that. And you can always let me know in the comment section what you think. Again, disclaimer, not set in stone. No one has to follow this. This is just one example. There are tons of different, budgeting books and money management books and finance books out there that will probably say different. Like, I'm 100% certain they're probably going to say different. That's fine. They can think differently. I think differently. This is just what I think can help other people, and I've actually used this type of budgeting to help other people, and I absolutely loved it, and I enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys can tell that. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. As always, peace!